Let me, Mr. Givins, talk about the Globe Act. The Globe Act that I've written is based on me buying a globe for $15, and the globe is the size of a soccer ball or basketball, and that globe is the most disrespectful thing that will ever exist in existence, and they will be wiped out immediately. And when I calculated the Globe Act, including the total human population ever to exist, it came up to something like 25 to 35 trillion dollars. And that's, I'm talking about all of the humans that have ever existed. I'm talking about the dead also. And what that does, it shows the insignificance of the human population. And now when you reduce the creative existence property to that of a globe, it shows the disrespectfulness of man, which is why we die now. And when I calculated just a smidget of the land's totality to the Globe Act, meaning that a structure like the state capitol building that you see back there, I enacted the Globe Act on it. It came up to that structure alone to about $2.5 billion. And what I did was I took the $15 globe that I had and I multiplied cubic foot volume, that's the inside of the structure, times 15. And then I took the weight differential up. I don't even think I even did the weight differential of the material that it took to build the U.S. Capitol building, and calculated it on the Globe Act. And what it does, it just shows the insignificance of the human being compared to the land's totality, which is there's no comparison at all. That's why one of the biggest pet peeve is just simply reducing the creative existence property to that of a size of a basketball or a soccer ball. The configuration is wrong also, but it's just really the land's totality, because no one will want their check, which y'all cry over and fight over, money and ideology, reduced to that, to the proportion of a globe in relation to that of the land's totality. And so that is the biggest problem with the globe being that size of a basketball or soccer ball. We did not create the land's totality, therefore you can't reduce it in any means necessary, just like no one would want their money, salary, savings, retirement reduced to that in proportion of a globe to the size of a land's totality. And so the configuration is about 5% of the problem, but the land's totality is really 200% of the problem. And that's why all globes will be wiped out and replaced with my girls' continental, beautiful planetary globes. There will be 4 only made, and the rest will be made with apples. And I'm not sure if I want any other made other than my 4. So I want to be totally exclusive. I'm not a business. I don't want to be inclusive. I'm not a public servant. I want to be totally exclusive. So I want my only girls' continental 4 globes that I have to be the only one. The rest of y'all can make them out of apple. I might change that later, might have an addendum. But again, the Globe Act is a hell of a intellectual calculating property that Mr. Givins owns and was given to by the creative existence. So much love to my beautiful girls and their parents and the superpower of the human race, the girl. And the Globe Act is enacted throughout all lands totality, meaning continent, islands, country, whatever you want to call them. And it just makes you respect and appreciate the land's totality, in which pretty much all people respect the land. They just don't know it and haven't been taught it yet. So this is Mr. Givins, the intellectual, the superior intellectual that will ever exist, athlete, whatever. You know I've already said it. Hell, I get tired of saying it. So I know people get tired of hearing it though. So again, much love to my beautiful girls. And all at one time, world leader in the human race, all power to the girl. As I said, there's been a huge change in power because of man's ignorance and women's ignorance and stupidity to follow man's stupidity. And a change also will be those globes wiped out in existence, so are the books and all of that other BS. So children can have pure learning first. And if they want to go and learn BS and ideology, that's their stupid behinds. Mr. Givins, out. And with the beauty. It's a pretty hot day in DC. I've been lounging out on the lawn of the Capitol building for a few hours, getting my rest. I didn't sleep last night. I slept yesterday during the day, so I know my sleep schedule's gonna be screwed up, so it is what it is.